Welcome everyone to our panel discussion on three-dimensional printed homes with the leadership team from Dominant 3D. Let's start by discussing the potential of three-dimensional printed homes in addressing the current housing crisis. Sid, as the CEO, what's your perspective on this?
Three-dimensional printed homes are truly groundbreaking and offer immense potential to transform housing. What excites me most is the rapid construction. We're talking about building homes in under 24 hours in some cases. This speed, combined with cost-effectiveness and sustainability, makes three-dimensional printed homes an excellent solution for global housing shortages and environmental issues. But it's not just about speed. The flexibility in design is what really sets this technology apart. We can integrate local architectural styles and cultural elements, preserving unique identities while meeting modern sustainability standards. Take Icon's House Zero project, for example. They're merging mid-century modernist elements with sustainable designs. It's this versatility that ensures we can meet high aesthetic standards while promoting efficiency.
Wayne, from a marketing perspective, how do you see three-dimensional printed homes being adapted to meet diverse cultural and aesthetic preferences worldwide? Great question. As someone who's spent over 40 years in the automotive industry, I've seen firsthand how design and cultural preferences can vary greatly across markets. In the context of three-dimensional printed homes, we're seeing a similar trend. The beauty of this technology is its ability to be highly customizable. For instance, in Nanlong Village, China, there's a project called the Traditional House of the Future where they've blended an old wooden house with three-dimensional printed walls. It's a perfect example of marrying innovation with heritage. The wooden structure and tiled roof reflect local traditions, while the three-dimensional printed elements expand living space and add modern amenities. This adaptability isn't just about aesthetics, it's also about function. In Canada, they're developing three-dimensional printed homes that combine sustainability with local architectural needs to withstand extreme climates. It's this kind of versatility that I believe will drive adoption across different cultures and regions. Mikey, as COO, how do you see this impacting the operational side of home construction? From an operational standpoint, the impact is huge. With my background in shipping and logistics, I can tell you that traditional construction involves complex supply chains and significant on-site labor. Three-dimensional printing streamlines this process dramatically. Take the example Wayne mentioned about building homes in under 24 hours. This isn't just a cool fact. It represents a fundamental shift in how we approach construction. We're talking about reduced labor costs, minimal waste, and significantly shorter project timelines. In Newport News, Virginia, we saw a 1,300 square foot home have its concrete walls built in just 40 hours. That's efficiency on a whole new level. But it's not just about speed. The precision of three-dimensional printing means we can optimize material use, reducing waste and transportation needs. This has a ripple effect on the entire supply chain, making the whole process more sustainable and cost-effective. Justin, how does this efficiency translate to the financial side of things? From a financial perspective, the implications are significant. The efficiency Mikey mentioned translates directly to cost savings. We're seeing potential savings of up to 15% on construction costs due to minimized waste and precise construction. This is huge for affordable housing initiatives. Take the Habitat for Humanity project in Williamsburg, Virginia, where they built a 1,200 square foot home for April Stringfield. This project demonstrated how 3D printing can make homeownership feasible for many who struggle with high costs. But it's not just about individual homes. The scalability of this technology to larger projects like multifamily and mixed-use developments is key to addressing the global housing demand. As we refine the process and overcome initial hurdles, I anticipate we'll see even greater cost efficiencies. That's promising, Justin. Sid, given these advancements, how do you see 3D printed homes impacting the homeless situation?
This is where I believe 3D printed homes can make a real difference. The speed and cost effectiveness of this technology make it a powerful tool in addressing homelessness. In Austin, Texas, there's a project where Tim Shea, who has faced homelessness, will soon move into a 3D printed home designed specifically for his needs as an elderly person with arthritis. This showcases the adaptability of the technology to serve diverse needs. Then there's the Community First Village in Austin, which is using 3D printed homes as part of a broader initiative to provide housing and support for the homeless. These aren't just shelter, they're creating communities and fostering stability. Eve Behar's projects are another great example. They're specifically focused on building 3D printed homes for the homeless, proving this technology's potential in creating sustainable, resilient housing solutions at scale.
That's truly inspiring, Sid. Wayne, how do you see these initiatives shaping public perception of 3D printed homes? Public perception is crucial, and these initiatives are doing wonders for it. As a marketer, I can tell you that seeing is believing. Projects like the one in Austin or the Habitat for Humanity homes are tangible proof of concept. They're not just ideas on paper, they're real homes where people are living. But it's not just about showcasing the technology, it's about telling the stories of the people whose lives are being changed. When we talk about Tim Shea in Austin or April Stringfield in Williamsburg, we're putting faces to the impact of this technology. It makes it real for people. We're also seeing a shift in how people think about sustainability in housing. The use of local and recycled materials in 3D printed homes resonates with environmentally conscious consumers. It's not just a house, it's a statement about the future of sustainable living. Mikey, how are these perceptions influencing the adoption of 3D printing technology in the construction industry? That's an interesting question. The construction industry is traditionally slow to adopt new technologies, but we're seeing a shift. The tangible benefits Wayne mentioned, speed, sustainability, cost-effectiveness, are hard to ignore. We're seeing more partnerships between tech companies and nonprofits, like the collaboration between Habitat for Humanity and Alquist. These partnerships are crucial because they combine technological innovation with on-the-ground experience in addressing housing needs. However, there are still challenges. Some 3D printed structures have failed to meet structural benchmarks, resulting in project failures. This highlights the need for ongoing R&D and rigorous testing. At Dominant 3D, we're investing heavily in this area to ensure our structures meet and exceed all necessary standards. Justin, given these challenges and opportunities, what do you see as the potential market growth for 3D printed homes? The market potential is significant. In 2021, the 3D printed homes market was valued at $22.8 million. Projections suggest it could reach $1,055.1 million by 2030, with a CAGR of 61.5% from 2023 to 2030. That's exponential growth. The segment focused on 3D printed sustainable housing is particularly promising. It's projected to grow from $163.92 million in 2023 to $3,189.29 million by 2032, with a CAGR of 44.92%. However, it's important to note that these projections assume we can overcome current challenges, including regulatory hurdles and high initial costs. As we refine the technology and processes, and as regulations catch up, I believe we'll see even more robust growth. Those are impressive numbers, Justin. Sid, as we wrap up, what do you see as the next big developments in 3D printed homes?
The next big developments are really exciting. We're seeing advancements in materials science that could revolutionize the field. For instance, researchers at ETH Zurich have developed a way to 3D print cement-free mineral foam from recycled waste. This could significantly reduce our carbon footprint. We're also seeing innovations in design. The precision of 3D printing allows for complex geometries that were previously impossible or prohibitively expensive. This opens up new possibilities for energy-efficient designs and climate-responsive architecture. Another area of development is in automation and AI. We're working on systems that can adapt prints in real time based on environmental conditions, further improving efficiency and quality. Lastly, I believe we'll see more integration of 3D printed homes into broader community development initiatives. It's not just about individual houses, but about creating sustainable, resilient communities. The future of housing is 3D printed, and at Dominant 3D, we're proud to be at the forefront of this revolution.
I'd like to dive deeper into some specific aspects of 3D printed homes. Sid, can you tell us more about the financial implications of this technology, particularly in terms of construction time and labor costs?
Absolutely. The financial impact of 3D printed homes is truly revolutionary. We're talking about a dramatic reduction in both construction time and labor costs. Imagine this. We can now build a house in less than 24 hours. This isn't just a cool fact, it's a game changer for the entire industry. This speed translates directly into cost savings. With reduced labor hours and faster project completion, we're seeing significant reductions in overall construction costs. This makes homes more affordable, which is crucial in today's market. A perfect example of this is the first owner-occupied 3D printed home in Virginia. This project showcased how our technology can make homeownership a reality for people who might otherwise be priced out of the market. It's not just about building houses, it's about building accessible futures for families.
That's fascinating, Sid. Justin, from a financial perspective, how do these cost savings impact the broader housing market? The impact is substantial. The cost savings Sid mentioned ripple through the entire housing ecosystem. When we can build homes faster and cheaper, it opens up possibilities for addressing the housing affordability crisis that's affecting so many communities. Take the example of April Stringfield's home in Virginia, built in collaboration with Habitat for Humanity. This project demonstrated how 3D printing technology can be leveraged by nonprofit organizations to provide affordable homes to families in need. It's a perfect illustration of how financial efficiency translates into social benefit. Moreover, these cost savings make it feasible to build homes in areas where traditional construction might be prohibitively expensive. This could help address housing shortages in urban areas or bring affordable housing to rural communities that are often overlooked. Mikey, how does this focus on sustainable materials impact the operational side of 3D printed home construction? The shift towards more sustainable materials is a game changer from an operational standpoint. Traditional construction is notorious for its environmental impact, from resource extraction to waste generation. With 3D printing and sustainable materials, we're seeing a paradigm shift. For instance, the work that Dominant 3D is doing with sustainable materials allows us to reduce waste significantly. In traditional construction, it's common to see 10 to 20% of materials go to waste. With 3D printing, we can bring that down to near zero. Moreover, sustainable materials often mean locally sourced materials. This simplifies our supply chain, reducing transportation costs and carbon emissions. It also makes us less vulnerable to global supply chain disruptions. From a quality control perspective, these new materials are opening up exciting possibilities. We can achieve levels of precision and consistency that are hard to match with traditional methods. This means better quality homes, fewer defects, and ultimately, happier homeowners.